Renunciation is not a repression of desire, it is a sublimation of desire. It is taking our propensity for desire, directing it to the higher. All right, renunciation, the most misunderstood concept in all of philosophy and spirituality. We think of the ascetic that has renounced all pleasure, renounced life, living alone up in a cave in the Himalayas. We think, oh, that's a spiritual being. And yet renunciation has nothing to do with giving things up. That is the reorientation that shifted nearly everything for me. Renunciation is not a repression of desire. It is a sublimation of desire. Sublimation, a word that is not used too often, but in chemistry, it's when you have something like a solid that gets to a certain heat point that it becomes a liquid. Another heat point, it becomes a gas. It sublimates and rises to a higher form. I touched on this in the last reflection. It is taking our propensity for desire, directing it to the higher. As I mentioned in that last reflection, Swami will say this quite often, that you can't give anything up. You can only take something up. I love this concept of sublimation, even though it's so foreign to me. I love this concept in this phrase, sublimation of desires. Take your desire for ice cream, for admiration, for peace, for prosperity. Take it. Educate yourself on it like crazy. Educate yourself on, okay, what am I eating with this ice cream? Oh, it's a lot of sugar. And oh, that makes me feel inflamed and terrible within 2, 3, 4 hours by eating a lot of it. Maybe I'm going to eat less. Like, take it. As I mentioned Charlie Munger recently too. He's got a great phrase of take a simple idea. If you want to get rich, take a simple idea and take it seriously. Simple idea, not a complex idea, not a chaotic idea. Doesn't need to be some fancy thing. Take a simple idea and take it seriously. Become a plumber in your neighborhood. See the average time it takes to schedule and fix something. Cut that in half. Take that simple idea and you'll be the best plumber in the neighborhood. You'll have a massively successful plumbing operation. Take a simple idea, take it seriously. And sublimation, I love this visual of take your propensity. Just work with your propensity. Our propensity as humans to desire and desire something higher. Sublimate it to a higher version. Educate yourself like crazy. You love admiration, educate yourself on, okay, let me think deeply, reflect, contemplate on how much this habit or this preference I have for admiration is costing me. Wow. I am trying to outcompete everybody around me so that I can get that picture on a magazine or get that promotion. It's turned everybody around me into competitive adversaries at worst, into instruments for what I want to use them for so I can get what I want at best. Educate yourself, reflect, contemplate on the things that you want. Don't repress them. Don't shame yourself for them. Just do a light ChatGPT research on 3 scoops of ice cream every night. What would that lead to? Needing admiration from everyone around me and feeling a huge sting from anything that approaches the 4-word prison. The 4-word, worse than a prison, the 4-word casket of what will people think. Having a preference for admiration is perhaps one of the most expensive preferences you can have. It makes a preference for luxury cars look like nothing in comparison. Strong preference for needing admiration from people. Emerson wrote, imitation is suicide. It really dramatizes, but accurately portrays imitating someone else. Finding out, I want admiration. I don't want the satisfaction of being a master of a craft or putting myself out there, seeing the capability of the human body, the human spirit, seeing the capability of the intellect to innovate, push myself and my community forward. No. I want admiration, and let me figure out any route will do. Okay, that's a route that'll get me the most admiration. Let me imitate those people. That's suicide. Kill yourself for admiration. I know that so well with my 20s and different professional pursuits. Sending me to the ER with a heart condition, having my heart shocked back into rhythm, those metal paddles you see on TV shows, because craved admiration. Now I get to talk about a philosophy all day, every day, if I could, with people interested in timeless truths, a podcast that 30, 40, 100 people listen to, and it has nothing to do with admiration, but everything to do with what I thought that admiration would bring me. Satisfaction, fulfillment, growth, evolution, peace. Instead of the counterfeit versions of those, it's the real thing. And it doesn't come with any admiration. If anything, it comes with confusion from friends back home. Long-worded emails, long-winded conversations with friends that think I've fallen from the truth. Remember when I first started this podcast, a friend writing me a long email, one of my best friends, of saying that everything that I am looking for should be found in the Bible. And he felt like I was going astray. It was one of my best friends, and we're a really close friend group from high school. So I knew by putting this out there, it's not going to lead to a lot of admiration. Maybe if it was in India, in a culture that revered this philosophy, but Los Angeles, these deeper truths are, it's not what this city is known for, let's put it that way. And yet, every step towards who we are, if imitation is suicide, every step towards who we are is life, is dynamism, is liberation. And part of that understanding, that awareness of who we are, is understanding we desire. It might look like renunciation when someone gets to a place where they just don't need expensive cars. They don't need validation. Maybe they end up living in a cave in the Himalayas. But to do it peacefully, to do it with true liberation within, it's taking something up, not giving anything up. We call it renunciation. They can't believe we're desiring what we desire. It's like an adult seeing a child pack their bag for a weekend getaway and needing their 13 different dolls, saying, I know you think you need all those, but do you? You really need it? It's more of a burden than it is a blessing to need all those dolls in your bag we're gone for 2 nights. Just bring like 2 or 3. And you see the tantrums unfold. That is the same way these sages look at us and all of our expensive desires that we can sublimate towards, that we can point towards. Taking us to a place where we can't believe the things that we desired before. Like the adult seeing their toys maybe in the attic their childhood being like, wow, I really adored a lot of trinkets, stuff that was really important to me that I have no use for now. That is today's reflection on the Daily Vedantic. We'll see you next time.